Praise the Lord, ladies. Hey, my brothers and sisters in Christ. Praise the Lord this beautiful day. This is a beautiful day, the 28th day of January. Ladies and gentlemen, this month is almost out. I'm speaking to all the truckers. Coming live to you. This is the minister, the preacher, Bernard Woods. Coming live to you today, ladies and gentlemen. Just reminding you of all the success and all the the things that we need to be as a safe driver, as a CDL driver. We have to always remember to be mindful of the way we carry ourselves in our driving. Our attitude and our character is revealed in our driving. Your attitude and your character is revealed in your driving. I can tell by the way you drive if you are mad. I can tell by the way you drive if you are upset. I can tell by the way you drive if you're happy, or if you're a smooth, cool, calm, and collect individual. All I gotta do is watch how the way you drive. And man, we just got through. We just got by some serious weather. My heart go out and my prayers go out for all those in the Northeast, the Midwest, and the South, and the Midwest, and all those out there in the West. Man, I tell you, boy, I tell you, we just had some weather, man, I tell you, and they didn't take care of the neighborhoods in our area, so, the main highways was taken care of, but the neighborhoods, they forgot about us in the neighborhood. But it's all good. God protected those who needed to be protected and those who depended on him to make it home safe and sound. And it's just an awesome time to get back with you, ladies and gentlemen. Always remember, pop your hood every morning. Always remember, do a pre-trip. Do a pre-trip every morning, ladies and gentlemen. Pop your hood, do a pre-trip. Stay success-minded. Always remember, I have to, be mindful of the way I carry myself. I have to maintain safe driving habits. Always remember the safety, the 5 safety rules that we always go by when we was getting our CDL license. And some companies you work for, they have you go over a portal. They have you come in and get on their computers and make you go over a portal and make you go over of the safety and the safety ingredients that you need to be a safe driver. They say GOAL, GOAL. GOAL stands for get out and look. Get out and look behind you, ladies and gentlemen, without backing up. Always back up. Make sure you get out first. Blow the horn first. Get out and look before you back your vehicle up. Always make sure you get out and look. Don't try to be no hero. Don't try to say, I can back up without seeing, or I can back up because I look like I'm good. No, stop the vehicle. Get out and look. Why? Because you're protecting your license. You're protecting your livelihood. You don't want to hit nothing. You don't want to hit nobody, no personal vehicle. You don't want to hit nothing on the shipper or the receiver yard. You don't want to break nothing. You want to be a good, safe driver. And it's just an awesome, just an awesome time to be alive today. In spite of the weather that we're having. Today, right now, we're supposed to be in the 60s, but to me, it's still cold up here in Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, it's still cold up here. And I'm supposed to be in the 60s today. We're supposed to be getting back to normal, hopefully. We get back to normal, but it was some trying times when that snow came, ladies and gentlemen. The snow looked good coming down. It looked beautiful coming down. But always remember, truckers, always remember, truck drivers. If it starts sticking to your windows, that means you need to park that vehicle. That means you need to get to a safe haven and park immediately if it starts sticking to your windshield. If it starts sticking to your windshield, then you know what it's doing out there on the streets. That's the dangerous part. So you need to get somewhere and park your vehicle quick and sound. The 5 steps of the safety, 5 steps of defensive driving is, we got to aim high and steering. Your aim high and steering means you got to pay attention. You got to be always looking, always paying attention to, your surrounding areas. You have to look out for the other driver. Even though you may drive good and you may drive well, there's other people out there, the way they driving, they may not be aiming high and steering. Only thing they thinking about, they got to get by that big truck. They got to get by him. I got to get around him. You know how they think. And then all of a sudden, you want to be conscious. You want to be, you want to be looking at your rear view mirrors at all times. You want to be looking all the way down the street at least 15, 50. You want to be looking much as you can, 15 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards down the street on the highway. You want to make sure you anticipate what's coming up before it happens. You want to make sure you're ready. You're ready to catch, excuse me, whatever happened. You're alive and you're alert, and you're driving, and you're making sure you catch whatever, if it's something for, if a person ain't driving right, if another driver has to make an immediate stop or immediate stop, or he has to make an emergency stop, while you looking and while you consciously looking down the street and looking down the road, you are consciously scanning the highway, so you'll be prepared to see things when they come into existence. You'll be prepared for it, and you'll catch it ahead of time because you're driving like you're supposed to. You're paying attention to your surroundings. You have to aim high in your steering, and then you have to always, ladies and gentlemen, get the big picture. You remember, you have to get the big picture. You got to find out what's going on around you. Find out if anyone have to make a dash or make an emergency. Find out if, you see guys cutting all in through the traffic. My heart go out to them. My first thing I say, Lord, protect them. Especially when I see a motorcycle guy cutting all through the traffic. And now you got the people in the cars riding all fast, cutting through traffic because they want to get to work, or they don't want to be held up, or they don't feel like, having patience while they're driving. The number one thing a CVM driver should have as a commercial vehicle driver, the number one thing we ought to have is patience. You have to be patient, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, but I got to drop this load, man. The faster I drop this load, the more money I make. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you have to be patient out here. The Bible say, in your patience you possess ye your souls. You have to be patient out here. Everybody's in the rush to nowhere. Everybody's in the rush. Rush to get back. Rush to take the load. Rush to drop the load. Rush to go get some fuel. Rush to go get something to eat. Slow down and be patient. Take your time. Take your necessary time and be patient. You're going to get there. You're going to drop the load. Whatever money God has for you to make, you're going to make it. Don't worry about it. If the money is for you, can't nobody take the money that belongs to you. Whatever's due for you, you shall get it. Just do what you're supposed to do. Being safe as you're doing it as a commercial vehicle driver. Remember, you are dealing with the government. You're not dealing with just the state or the city that you live in. You're dealing with the government, ladies and gentlemen. And if anything happened to that vehicle, you better make sure that you know your logs are in place. You got everything logged correctly. And our logs right now it's electronic. I have to remember, and I'm reminding you, and I remind myself every day. When you get a phone call, if you're driving, try not to answer that phone, because God forbid, if something happened to you while you're driving that truck, and you answer that phone, and God forbid, if you have to go to court, the first thing the attorney gonna say is, Your Honor, he was talking on the phone, or he was texting or answering the phone while he was moving in the vehicle. Because remember now, if you're electronic logging, your log's gonna show that the vehicle was driving. You must first stop the vehicle. You must first come to a complete stop. Put the vehicle in on duty, not driving, then answer your phone. Remember, I have to remember too, because I'm a commercial motor vehicle driver. I have to make sure I put the vehicle stopped, put it on duty, not driving, then I talk to my wife, or I talk to another driver that's calling me. We have to remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Please, you have to remember that. Then you got keep your eyes moving. You got to always keep moving. Always keep your eyes moving, looking at your lane. Make sure you're in the right lane. Make sure you ain't drifting in the next lane. Make sure nobody ain't drifting, the next driver not drifting in your lane. If he's drifting in your lane, make sure you get his attention by tweaking your horn or flashing your lights at him if it's nighttime. If it's in the daytime, tweak your horn. pull your horn on him to make sure he keep his trailer or his truck in the right lane. So you gotta always be remembering, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes moving at all times. You cannot keep your eyes moving if you're on the phone, if you're texting while driving, if you're trying to look at videos while driving. You can't keep your eyes moving. You must always keep your eyes moving while you're driving. And then you gotta always remember, ladies and gentlemen, leave yourself a way out. I think he was coming. I'm trying to see if he's coming to tell me I'm finished being unloaded. Leave yourself a way out, ladies and gentlemen. No, they still unloading me. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think they started unloading me already. How you doing, man?
I'm good myself.
Same old, man. It's cold out here too.
Yeah, it's a little chilly.
I hear you, man. All right. Yeah, I'm talking to the young man that work here, ladies and gentlemen. He wanted to know if they started unloading me yet, and I told him, yeah, they started, but they ain't finished unloading me yet. Sometimes they come out here and rap with the drivers because they see us all the time, so we know one another. We holler at one another. They see us all the time, so I was talking about keep your eyes moving. I was talking about leave yourself a way out. What you mean leave yourself a way out, Minister Woods? If you see something happening on the traffic, and you see that, hey, it's going to be an emergency stop, you have to be proactive. You have to always be driving in defense. Proactive. You have to always remember. You have to leave yourself a way out. Slow the truck down. Slow down. Put your hazards on and let the next driver behind you, let all those coming behind you know, hey, he got his hazards on. Something going on up there. So, hey, y'all, we got to slow down. This driver put his hazards on. Means something is going on up there. Because I'm always scanning 15, 20 miles or at least a football field up ahead. I'm always looking up ahead to make sure nothing come up on me, suddenly. Make sure nothing come up on me suddenly. Or in case I have to do a suddenly maneuver, in case I have to stop, in case I have to come to a complete stop. And then I'm alerting the people behind me by putting my hazard lights on. And you always have to leave yourself a way out, ladies and gentlemen. Then you got to make sure they see you. Make sure people see you in your driving. Make sure they see you. Make sure the small cars see you. Make sure the small cars down. Make sure the motorcycle drivers, make sure they see you. Blow your horn. Tweet your horn if you have to. Make sure the next person see you. Excuse me, make sure they see you, Don't take it for granted. Oh, they saw this truck. You'd be surprised how many people ain't paying attention. They all on their phone. They all, driving and texting. I can't tell you how many cars that I done came up to at the stoplight or passing me while I'm driving. And I'm scanning both ways. And I come over here and scan to the left and see somebody coming by me and they on their phone. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Many times they tell us don't text and drive, and you see people texting and driving while they on their phone. Texting and driving while they on the phone. While they driving, they on the phone. I'm like, wow, look at this. And then all the accidents you see on the road, running into one another. Somebody hit somebody in the back. 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, they was on their phone. And didn't see the car stop in front of them. And then when they looked up, it was too late. You have to pay attention. You have to have patience out here. You have to treat driving the way you treat a business, the same way you treat your driving skills. Even when I drive in my personal vehicle, I always remember, because I'm a commercial vehicle driver, I always remember, even when I'm in my personal vehicle, I'm always remembering how to drive correctly. Even though I'm in my personal vehicle, I'm consciously understanding and knowing, okay, Woods, you on your way home or you on your way to work, stop speeding, don't speed, drive the speed limit. I constantly remind myself, drive the speed limit, be patient, let people in. Even when I'm on my way home, I still let people in. That's like sowing seed. When I'm in my truck, I let people in. What you mean? That's like sowing seed. Because one day somebody going to need to let me in. And God gonna look at all the seeds that I sown and letting people in. And now at this time, it may be at a particular time in my life, somebody let me in. I say thank you very much. I always give them a thank you, or always wave my hands at them and tell them thank you. You got some people, I got some drivers, they'll pull up on the side of me. They won't say nothing. They'll just have their light on. And I see the light and I say, oh, okay, you want to get over. So I stop and let him over. He don't even tweak his lights at me. He don't even say thank you. When you tweak your lights at the next driver, that's letting the next driver know you're saying, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for letting me in. You got some drivers out here, they don't even do that. You young drivers who just starting out here running the road and you just getting into trucking, you got to remember there's certain codes out here that we do as a truck driver. We tweet our lights. We tweet our lights in the back to let another driver know thank you, or we say, hey man, or we put on the emergency flashers to let them know, something is going on. You have to learn the lingo of driving. You're not just out there trying to make money. See, a lot of people come out here because this is the easiest job to get, the quickest job to get, but now it ain't no more. It's not like that no more, because a lot of guys can't pass the test. And they can't pass the DOT physical because of drugs in their system. You got guys out here that try to beat the system, talking about, oh man, I know what to drink. Listen to them, man. These people out here now, they know all the tricks. They done heard all the tricks. They done seen all the tricks. And you coming out here thinking that you can go drink something or get somebody else pee and you gonna pass. These people, they know all the tricks. If you're not clean, if you're not ready to come out here, then go to a rehab place, get clean, ladies and gentlemen, before you come out here and try to drive a commercial vehicle. Because like I'm telling you, you're not dealing with just the city or the municipalities. You're not dealing with just the state. You're dealing with the government. You can go to prison if you do something illegal out here and you get caught. You're going to go to prison. For years, Minister Wood? Yes, for years. You going to prison. This is this dealing with the government. This is the Department of Transportation, DOT. It's not just see, some people don't understand this. So that's why I come out here and I'm talking to you, because I've been in the game for so long. I've been out here for years. I started in the military, so I've been out here for years driving tractor trailers. I used to train. They had me training people. Woods, please train this person. Woods, we're going to put you to train this person. The train ain't here today, so we want you to train. Then they start having me to train because they saw my driving record. They saw my driving history with the company. And they saw that I'm a good driver. Because see, it tells us on your license. And as a commercial vehicle driver, they check both licenses. They check you as a truck driver and they check your personal vehicle. You got to be clean both ways if you want to last in this business. If you want to last in this field, if you want to last in this game, you got to be clean both ways. That's why I don't take nothing for granted. That's why every morning I pop my hood. I check everything every morning. Oh, would you? I check everything. But the guy who slips, see, I still check. Why? Because that's my job. I've been taught and trained this way. That's safety. So I check my vehicle before I get in it to make sure it's in a safe manner before I put it out there on that road. Because they don't want you putting no bad vehicle. They don't want you putting no bad equipment on the road, ladies and gentlemen. They want to make sure that vehicle is equipped and that vehicle is right and that vehicle is ready to be able to transport goods and services. They want to make sure, and then they want to make sure you're ready and you're right to transport goods and services. So you can't come out here with no attitude. A lot of people we all deal with certain situations. We all have certain things we come up on us. We all have certain, situations, circumstances, and problems that try to face us on a day-by-day basis, personal as well as business-wise. But you still got to handle it. And you still have to be in a better position. And you have to have a clear mind and a clear head before you come out here and drive this vehicle. You have to be in a clear mind and a clear head. And you must, it's a necessary ingredient. You must have patience. Period. If you want to last long in this industry, if you want to last long in this game, you must have patience. Well, I just want to make that money. I heard they're making good money, man. You must have patience. You got to have patience. And you got to be able to, you know, continuously keep up yourself with the your license in a good in a good way. And you got to be able to keep yourself good because you're representing your company. And you don't want your company to lose customers. You don't want this credit score to go high. So if you're driving your own business and you have your own authority, it behooves you how you carry yourself with your own authority. Because if you get high points, if you keep getting more points on your authority, a lot of customers ain't gonna want to deal with you because they're gonna say, "Hey man, your record ain't good. You got too many. You got too many points. I don't want you. I don't know if I can trust you to deliver my freight. I don't know if I can trust you to deliver this, man. This freight costs millions of dollars, and all you want is you just want the contract, but your points ain't good." Because you've been violating the system so many times and DOT caught you. So now the customer saying, "I want to give you this contract, but I can't trust you." They're just like a person don't keep his word. It's the same way. If you don't keep your word, nobody want to deal with you. If you're not a man or a woman of your word, if you always give your word and you don't keep it, nobody gonna want to deal with you. See, this thing go deeper. I'm trying to cover every aspect of your life. Every aspect of your life. Not just a truck driver, not just a business entrepreneur, not just a business owner, not just one who has your own authority. This covers every area of your life. You got to know how to treat people. You got to know how to talk to people. You got to know how to protect your vehicle. You got to know how to check your vehicle every morning. You got to know how to, you got to know how to make sure all your certificates is in place. You got to make sure your logs are correct. You got to make sure you don't violate your logging. You got to make sure you show every duty status. I got guys out here right now I have to help because they don't want to put in their duty status. "Oh man, we don't travel over the road, so I ain't putting in no trailer." You got to be kidding me. You ain't putting in no trailer? No, man. I ain't putting in no trailer. So what if DOT stop you, even though we don't go over the road? But what if DOT they just say, "You know what, they go road one drive. I'm going to pull him over and stop him and check your logs." And you ain't got no trailer down there. And he said, "Well, let me see where you got a load." And then you say, "Yeah, I got a load, officer." He said, "All right, let me see the paperwork." And you hand the officer the paperwork. And then he said, "All right, I want you to give me 7 days of your logs. I want you to submit it to me online." And then he give you his number. He said, "This is my number and this is the email. Now email me 7 days of your logs." And then he look at your logs for the day. He said, "Let me see your phone. Show me the logs. Show me what time you started. And let me see what time you started the day." You show the officer your logs for the day. And you show him, and he said, "Okay, now let me see the trailer on your logs." And you looking at your phone and you saying, "Oh, officer, I ain't had time to put it down yet." He's gonna write you a big ticket, cause now he done stop you, and you driving, and you don't have the trailer number down, you don't have the change of duty status. And I heard, I don't know now, I have to check it out, but I heard now you get stopped and you get it. And they check you and you in violation, that's like $100 for every violation. So if you ain't changed your duty status, $100. If you ain't put down, you hook up the trailer, $100. If you ain't got the trailer written down on your logs electronically showing the trailer number, $100. Ooh, by the time he finish with you, you'll be over $1,000 something. And he gonna give you a ticket. And it's gonna go on your company score. Yeah, he caught a driver in violation with no logs, no change of duty status, no trailer written down, or nothing. But he was carrying goods and services. He had a loaded trailer with nothing written down on his log. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, you have to take your time out here and you have to do everything decently and in order, according to the laws, according to the rules and regulations. You have to slow your roll. You have to, you can make some good money, but you have to slow your roll and do what's right. So I'm trying to see if they finish unloading me. They ain't finished unloading me yet. So that's why I'm talking to you, letting you know, from the minister, from the preacher, take your time. You have to show everything on your logs. I come out here, and when I come out here to talk to you, I'm going to tell you, especially the truck drivers, I'm telling you how to run your business. I'm telling you how to be a good driver for a company, the company that you work for. I'm telling you how this trickle down in every area of your life, in your marriage. If you're an entrepreneur, if you have a business, if you're running a business, if you're running a side business, this trickle down in every area of your life. If you're a minister, and if you have a ministry, this trickle down in every area of your life. If you're a father and you have children and you have kids and you have a wife and you have a home, this trickle down in every area of your life. So that's why I come out to help people. I told people, some people they think I'm a motivational speaker. No, I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a motivational transformer. I believe in transforming people's lives by giving them the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. I'm in the business of changing people's lives. I want to see people win. I want to see them be successful. I want to see them be prosperous. I want to see them win in life. I want to see them live out all the potential that God has placed in each and every one of their hearts. I want to see them live out the potential. I want to see them be the best them or the best person that they can be. That's what I'm into. I'm a motivational transformer. I believe in transforming people's lives for the good, not for the bad, for the good. So that's why I come out and talk to you and help you and try to remind you. Because by me reminding you, I'm reminding myself. And I always say I'm the first partaker of the fruit. I have to hear it first. And when I look at these videos, it comes back to me. I'm constantly listening to these videos, and these videos are constantly going on the inside of me. It's constantly getting in me. It's constantly going into my subconscious mind. Remember, you're a truck driver. Remember, you got to do things by the guidelines. You can't cut no corners. This ain't no cutting corner thing. You got to go strictly by the guidelines. You got to have patience. You got to drive with a good character. You got to drive with a good attitude. You can't come out here and get behind the wheel and you mad at your wife. You can't come out here and get behind the wheel and you mad at your husband. No, you got to have a good attitude when you get behind this wheel, because people are trusting you. And they're depending on you to deliver their goods and services in a good manner on time. And you want to be pleasant when you meet the customer, or you want to be pleasant when you go to the shipper and pick up the goods and services. You want to carry yourself in a professional way, in a professional manner, that when people see you, they love to see you. They love you. You brighten up their day. You put a smile on their face. You got a good character. You got a good attitude. When you come in the doors, the atmosphere changed because you just stepped in the place. You just came on the scene. You just came into the company. So when they see you, it's something changed in the atmosphere, because you know what you're doing. You know how you're carrying yourself. And you know that the way you carry yourself affects every aspect of your life. It affects your circumference. It affects the spirit of your influence, and it affects the atmosphere that you dwell in. The minute you come on the scene, what are you bringing on the scene when you come into somebody's home? What are you bringing on the scene when you come to somebody's job? When you go to your job in the morning, are you bringing a bad attitude or a good attitude? Are you bringing a thankful attitude, or are you bringing a nasty attitude? I want to be here. I don't want to be here this morning. I don't want to talk to nobody. No. You bringing that down? No. Change. Be thankful. Be grateful. Some people wish they had a job like you. Some people wish they was in your shoes. Be grateful. Be thankful. Always be thankful for what you have. Always be thankful for where you are. And always strive to get better. Always strive for more in life. Always strive to live out the full potential of what God has created you to be. And you will be all right. And God will cause all things to work together for your good, because you love God and you believe you are called according to his purpose. And you have a good attitude. You have a pleasant attitude. Shippers and receivers love when you come in. They love to see you because it's something about you that changed the atmosphere for good, not for bad, not for evil, for good. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the minister. I'm the preacher. Minister Bernard Woods, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to see if they finished. Minister Bernard Woods. I'll be back. I'm going to keep coming back as long as I live, and I'm going to keep exalting you to achieve everything that God created you to achieve your business status, to be the best business entrepreneur, to be the best truck driver, to be the best father, husband, wife, whatever, mother, to be the best that God called you to be. Be the best you that you can be. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Always remember now, patience out here on this road. Patience. Peace out from the minister, from the preacher. Always remember, Jesus Christ is Lord. Peace out. Amen.